Down with just doing a mic check and then going from there?
Oh yeah, it's hot.
It's already recording.
Alright.
Alright, it's hot.
I'm gonna pull this chair up.
Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4 less people than I thought would be here. And I've got the only one that matters, the internet. So I thought I'd point this out. I've got my substance abuse notebook with me tonight for the internet, which I thought was real sweet. I got charged with. I was rather upset about my ex leaving me and my ex-fiance, and then our kid got aborted, and I kind of went off the handle the last time I had an open mic and just lost my cool entirely. So I thought it would be cool if I got my cool back, and I did what my doctor said to do, which is several months of intensive drug rehab for marijuana. I don't know how that went. I mean, it's in my notebook, but I'm just going to tell you, how do you know that your pot use is just off the handle? How close to the dangerous combustion point of all humanity are you whenever you're smoking that much marijuana? How many Funyuns are you eating away from destruction? I'm sorry if you just stepped in on this. I was smoking a dangerous amount of marijuana, and I had to go to drug rehab class for it, and I just got back, and I can relate a lot. Drug rehab class is a lot like going camping, but there are no tents, and you're in a rehabilitation facility. And shit changes a lot whenever you're locked up. I came back, I didn't even know what sex is. People are like, well, you could go to a nudie booth if you want and get sucked off if you're that desperate. Well, I mean, they're just like, it's the future. You can stick your wiener through a hole and get blown. And I'm like, is that Karma Sutra? What do I open a Karma Sutra book and then suddenly it's like stick a battery up a girl's ass and then your thumb and lick her ear and see if you get a charge. You can't heckle me. There's nobody here before I started doing jokes. Come on. Come on. You can't heckle me. What else? I'm a bipolar maniac. There's no way you can heckle me. Because if you heckle me, I'll go off. And you know what happened with bipolar mania? I took my bipolar medicine, and it gave me a priapism. And if you haven't had a priapism, you got to shut the hell up. If you haven't taken Viagra and gotten a hard-on that hasn't gone away for over 4 hours and your woody starts to hurt, just shut the hell up, because it happened twice for me. And you know what they say about lightning? Lightning doesn't strike twice unless it's a 7-inch rod, and it was my rod, so just shut the hell up. So, my medicine's making me go bald, which is like the worst comedian superpower ever. You know you're getting to be a good comedian when you start going bald. Because No, I got the comb over. You just brush it to the side and you're just over it. You're over having hair entirely, and you think about what you're going to say on a first date, and you're like, well, I'd like to get into acting. Acting would be cool. And she's like, but you're balding. And I'm just like, it opens me up. What if I could wear wigs? I'm not balding. I'm just going to become a more character-based actor. I mean, what is it? Keanu Reeves is going to be Spike Spiegel. Who cares? That's not his hair. He doesn't look Japanese. I don't know. This is how we're going to end it. I did the sickest thing ever to try to cheer myself up. I put my number on Craigslist. Back whenever people had my number, the worst people had my number, because I put my number on Craigslist. I put it in the casual encounters thing because I didn't want to have more than a casual encounter with anybody. And I was just like, here's my number, call me and cheer me up. And people would hit me up at all weird hours, and they'd be like, what do you look like? And I'd send them my balding picture, and then they'd be like, well, what are your stats? And I'm like, well, I'm a thin college student. I shake a lot because of my Depakote. And, well, what are you into? Hanging out and watching movies while smoking marijuana. Well, that's cool. You want to suck my dick? And I'd just stop. I'd stop right there. And I would save their number. Because one day, if I stay in the same town, I'm going to meet this person, and then one night, whenever they're too drunk, they're going to text me and be like, hey bro, can I borrow $20 for a cab? I'm going to scroll through the old messages, and the last thing that they said to me is going to be like, it's going to be like 3 a.m. on a Wednesday night. Will you suck my dick? I don't feel like reciprocating. I'm just going to blow it in your throat and leave. How awful are you? And that was 5 minutes. Goes back to the night. You can hit the little red square and it'll be over.